So, I can't get my clutch master upper hard line in. I got the damn thing in through the firewall, all the bolts back, but I can't get this plastic hard line in, and I don't want to break it accidentally. Any tips to get it in? I remember it was a pita. I just pushed very, very hard. Laugh out loud. I try to put all of my weight on it, but it is hard since it is curved and wants to slip right out. I've considered heating it up a bit with a hairdryer, but that might ruin it permanently. Just lube it up with a little Vaseline. Not kidding. I used some baby ointment left over from when my son was little. I remember using it also when putting new injector rings back. Don't worry about breaking that line. It is harder than you think. This line is the only part that angered me during my rebuild. Laugh out loud. I spent 2 hours or so worrying it would break and pushing like a dog. Brake fluid should be slippery enough. Make sure the end of the hose is smooth and not messed up. Grab it with pliers, pinch it a little with one hand and wiggle/push really hard with the other hand. I've tried. This flocking is piecing me off. I can't push it straight, and so I have to angle it at first and shove the other side in with a screwdriver. It is really hard to do this too, cause there is a permanent clip right there and it is sharp, eating up my hands with it. It's deceptive. The end is flared, and all the way in is only about 1/8 to 3/16 of an inch. When you can no longer see the flare, it's in. It may seem wobbly, but it's okay. Shortly the rubber sort of forms around it and away you go. Are you sure that's it? When I pulled it out of the old master, it was like half an inch in there. You'll know when it's in. It will pop in into the groove on the bushing. You do have to angle it to get it in. I wouldn't use pliers or screwdriver, it will mess up things. It still won't go in correctly. I got my flashlight and went out to see. It's been 3 years since I did it. It was epic. I finally gave up, called triple. I had it towed to a mechanic to do. I picked the car up and immediately popped the hood and gave it a wiggle. It wiggled. I asked him, "Are you sure?" He told me what I told you. A suggestion: stick it in as far as you can with a reasonable amount of effort, then bleed it and see what happens. Also, I remember that I wrapped the tube with some duct tape so that I had something to push against. It still won't go in correctly. I wish I could remember exactly what I did. I tried putting the seal on the hose first. Didn't work. It took a lot of finesse and a few good cuts. I think I may have used vice grips. That way it would only squeeze as hard as I said it. Bummer. I suppose that I should back away from my idea, because ultimately I didn't do it myself and I wasn't there to watch the mechanic, and maybe he was just getting a pesky customer out of his hair when he told me what he told me. But one thing I know was that it was wobbly when I left the garage that day, and when I went out a few minutes ago it was totally firm. You have the old clutch master. Without having the tight space to deal with, see what it takes to get it in. It still won't go in correctly. This is a finesse job. The pic shows an internal channel into which the plastic pipe's leading edge fits. Only use brake fluid, as if it's too lubricated the pipe will pop back out easily. You want the rubber to have some grip, plus brake fluid will cause it to swell a little over time. A pair of nitrile gloves like sold at Harbor Freight will allow you to grip the plastic tubing with enough force. It still won't go in correctly. I usually coat it with a little spit and then ask it to do it. Simply brilliant.